So we're not exactly fully moved into the new office, but videos must roll. So let's check out the Logitech G29 driving force. By the way, like the video if you're a huge fan of 5-gallon buckets. They're just, you can use them for so many things. They're awesome. FreshBooks is a super simple invoicing solution that lets you get organized, save time, and get paid faster. Click now to try it for free. The G29 driving force doesn't look a ton different compared to a G27 or a G25 for that matter, other than the buttons on the steering wheel. And that's fair because, well, that's about it. But we'll come on to that again closer to the conclusion. For now, let's just focus on the G29. For internal hardware, the G29 steering wheel has dual force feedback motors, anti-backlash, single reduction, helical gearing, automatic calibration, all that kind of stuff, which actually, the calibration at least looks really badass when you first plug it in. It has 900 degrees of overall rotation and a Hall effect sensor. The force feedback feature takes in-game conditions and transfers them to the wheel so that you feel more like you're actually in the vehicle that you're driving. For instance, I was playing Project Cars and did a bunch of career kart racing. I had a tendency to cut corners a little bit too close, and it was very apparent when two of my wheels would run up onto the curb because the steering would change. Very cool. The dual feedback motor was also pretty fantastic. It was nice to have it fight with me as I would try to drag my cart around a corner at a way too high speed when the game was giving me red arrows all over the place. Speaking of fighting with it, while doing so, my hands were surprisingly comfortable. Logitech claims that they constructed the G29 with materials that were selected for long-term durability, precision, and comfort, and especially that last one, comfort, was apparent pretty quick. The leather wrapped around the steering wheel feels great. We talked about precision components earlier, and in terms of durability, they do have anodized aluminum through the steering wheel, which is great, although the rest of the body is mostly plastic. But that being said, that's probably fine, as the only other things that you're directly interacting with are usually metal or leather. Moving down to the pedals, which feature throttle, brake, and clutch, which a lot of other solutions kind of skip out on, you have metal plates for each pedal and then a whole whack ton of plastic, which again is probably fine. I don't know of many people having issues with the G27 pedals, and the overall design of these is more or less the same. The pedals are all self-calibrating, and the brake pedal is non-linear in order to mimic a pressure-sensitive brake system for a more responsive feel. You can make adjustments to the pedals to move them left or right by small amounts by using a 2.5mm hex key, which can help people with big or small feet just fine-tune things to themselves. Moving back up to the steering wheel, we have the controls. All of these can be macro set into pretty much whatever you want, but most games will have some sort of profile that the Logitech gaming software included with the steering wheel will pick up on and set up for you. You can change things within the software or, say, force profile override so that the wheel will act the exact same way in every game that you try it in. Overall, this software was intuitive and very easy to use. In addition to your standard PlayStation buttons, you have a plus and minus buttons, a dial, and an enter key, which will most often be unused in a lot of different games' default profiles, leaving it up to you to bind additional options to this. And behind the steering wheel, there's your left and right paddle shifters, and up on top you have a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 selector switch. By the way, for PC, select PlayStation 4. On the bottom of the steering wheel, there are cable routing holes for whatever accessories you may have, and there are arms that can grab onto most desk surfaces and hold it in place. The metals have an optional mini plastic spike thing that can drop out and grab onto the carpet in order for it to not slide around as much. If you're an advanced user and have a gaming cockpit like the Oboto, which you can see Linus review here, there is standard kind of threaded bolt holes on both the bottom of the steering wheel and the pedal mount. Using this thing was pretty great. It didn't automatically work in every game that I tried, but it picked up in Project Cars immediately, and it was a lot of fun to play with a good feeling, comfortable steering wheel with a fair amount of force feedback. Logitech has done a really good job with their profiles, and game detection was a breeze when it worked. My only gripe was that I couldn't get Dirt or Grid 2 to detect the wheel at all, but that may be more their fault than Logitech's. If you can, I would definitely recommend mounting both of these units to something pretty solid. Overall, it was fine, but there were a few times where I would react to something a little strongly and either cause the pedal unit to slide out or tilted the whole steering unit. Not 100% ideal, but not bad for something that took me about 2 minutes to set up. In conclusion, this thing was a ton of fun, but to jump back to the beginning of the video for a second, it's a lot like the G27, and at a suggested retail price of $399 US, I think it would be hard pressed to actually recommend someone replace their still perfectly fine G27 with this thing unless they need it for compatibility reasons. The price is pretty steep and definitely the main detracting feature of this product, and it's getting into the level of competing with some extremely high-end racing wheels with some pretty intense features from other brands. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Speaking of looking good, Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is a great way to get razors and other various bathroom supplies shipped directly to your door for only a few bucks a month. The razors are high quality, and we have a ton of community members who use them every day and love the smooth shave that they get, no matter how thick or coarse their facial hair may be. On top of their razors, they also have Dr. Carver's shave butter, which goes on smooth and clear so you can see what you're doing, and their peppermint scented butt wipes for men, for those of you over here in North America that can't get your hands on a bidet. So check out everything they have to offer over at dollarshaveclub.com/Linus. Thanks for watching, guys. If this video sucked, you know what to do, but if it was awesome, get subscribed, hit the like button, or even consider supporting us directly by using our affiliate code to shop on Amazon, buying a cool t-shirt that is hopefully not dirty and like this one, or with a direct monthly contribution from the forum. Now that you've done all of that stuff, you're probably wondering what to watch next, so click the little button in the top right-hand corner to check out our moving vlog, where we still don't have a fire pole. #firepole if you want to see us get one.